EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22.
Here's Sanders. Finding Njoku along the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Sanders once more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. On play action, now McCarthy. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The Browns at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4, that doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, check smash. Dragon 60.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. $19 Lions. Let's go.
To throw is Sanders. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Sanders. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This defense for the Vikings, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Judkins is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin from 3 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Browns defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here we go.
To throw now, here's Sanders. He'll try and do this himself. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
On play action, here's Shadur. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Ready? 19, start.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, They're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now Sanders. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings 1st down.
To the air with McCarthy. On the screen, this is Mason. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Minnesota.
Now McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Sanders. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
On the jump. Come on, come on.
That's taken in by Bond. Now inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
33-yard line.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
They'll run again with Mason. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Chandler will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice the 2.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the Vikings 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Sanders. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Looking to throw McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. McCarthy off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's Larbadan. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Warriors 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Here's Sanders. Open man, the tight end Phantom. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An inside run with Jenkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dylan Sampson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
42. Vikings 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On play action, now McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 33-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Here we go. Ready.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Third down and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they'll shift things around. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Here is third down and 4.
A gain of 11 brings up
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Harold Fannin, 44 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's McCarthy. Drops this underneath for Chandler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
McCarthy going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here we go.
Open man, that's Tillman. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On play action, here's Shadur. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
2nd down.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing.
And now the rookie's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Welcome back now here in London, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
Fights off the tackle at the 20. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
To the air with McCarthy. We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. They call it a loss of a yard there. And 3rd and 1 now.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They run it with Mason. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
2 yards on the
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18, Rattler, 18, Buffalo, 18. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Rig it. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 19 Charger. 19. Ready?
They go play action now. Sanders. He'll swing this out to Jenkins.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Go. Bronco.
There's a short one caught by Fannin.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Come on, come on.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
Complete to Cedric Tillman. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Go.
Play action. It's Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?